there are always two types of parks, one that is always maintained, and the other that is run down and poorly maintained. So, I have a question for you. Would you go to a poorly maintained, bad looking park, even if it's the only park near your house? I went to a park today to record some footage. It was so bad that I didn't even bother filming it all. So I went to another park, and fortunately, it was very beautiful and well maintained. So I thought, why not compare them both? It would be so fun. Now, without wasting your time, I will get on with the park review. Here's how I will review the parks. Number 1, greenery. Number 2, cleanliness. Number 3, walking paths. Number 4, play area. Number 5, and this is the most important, benches. We will start with the greenery first. The grass is so tall here. I don't know why that is. They haven't trimmed it at all. Maybe it's because of rain, I guess, because there are puddles of water here. And and I think because of rain, the grass has grown a lot. I don't think the grass grows that big such a short amount of time. Plus, there's a funny thing that I want to mention. Let's look at the contrast between the two areas in the same place. This above me is a walking path, and right besides me is the cricket ground. Look at the grass that is here. So trimmed, nice and green, lush grass. And if we look here, just look at the difference between the two grasses here. Look at that. That is crazy. And just look at those crows. These crows, they are so annoying. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. But let's go. I wanted to show you from a wider perspective how good the grass is. Just look so nicely and finely trimmed. And there is some elevated sections that I find beautiful. The grass is mostly trimmed. I found little to no overgrown grass here. I think this is a perfect park and they are maintaining it well. Both parks are really green, but the difference is the first park is like a forest. The grass is not trimmed at all. And the second park is like a civilized area. The grass is really trimmed and it looks like a park. So I will give the first park 2 out of 5 and the second park 5 out of 5. I think cleanliness might be the biggest indicator if the park is good or not. And I judge the park heavily based on how clean it is. And if it's not clean, I don't know what score the other categories get. It is automatically a bad park for me. Let's start with rating the first park. This first park has trash everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Smoking is really bad for you guys. Sorry for doing a voiceover for this park, but this is how it sounds like if I don't do a voiceover. But overall, this park has so much trash, and I rated 1 out of 5. I don't know if these leaves would be considered trash, but dead leaves are all over the place and they don't bother me a lot. I find the crunching sound very fascinating, and there's just some trash over here. I don't consider it a lot of trash because it doesn't bother me. I had to really find that trash. So overall, I would give cleanliness 5 out of 5 or maybe 4 out of 5 because it really isn't that clean. There isn't much concrete or any sort of bricks laid here, and it is kind of a rocky path, which is making walking a little difficult. There's something else that I would like to say about this walking path is that if this was a maintained area and this walking path was really well built, the vibe here would be amazing. Just look at these overhanging trees above. They give natural shadows here and this would look so good if it was really well maintained. The walking path in this area is very rough and irregular, so I will rate it 1 out of 5. For some reason, I like this walking path a lot. I don't think walking path should be made of bricks or I don't know, concrete. But this is the best path, walking path that exists, although it is a little very, no, it is very dirty. And ah, another the thing I've mentioned previously that there shouldn't be any grass growing inside the walking path, but I guess it can be helped. And the walking path in this park is the perfect walking path, but it has some problems, so I will give it 4 out of 5. Although this park has nothing for children, there is no slides or even seesaw for children, but there are some courts and there is a whole cricket ground for adults. So I will count them as play area and give it 3 out of 5 just because they are really well built too. This park had a really good play area for children. I'm sorry I couldn't show it to you in person. I was just so introverted to go there because there were children playing all around. But this park had a really good play area, so I will give it 4 out of 5 just because there isn't that much to do here. Do you see that bench behind me? Yes, that bench. That bench is the only bench in this godforsaken park. Although this park is really good and it has the potential to become really good, but as of now, this moment, this park is really bad. That is the only bench here. And so I will give benches in this park a solid 0 out of 5. You guys know how much I love benches that are covered in two trees. Elevates the vibe so much. So I'm going to start with this bench. I think starting with this bench might be a bad idea because I don't know if you guys notice it or not. I hope you don't. I hope nobody notices that. But let's just review the bench. This bench is definitely old. I see some streaks of paint that are unfinished, but all the bolts are there in their place. No bolts out of place, and the black paint is also not too worn out and too grayish. So overall, I would rate this bench a solid 3 or 1. Uh, this bench is close to that previous bench because that bench is over there, and this bench is the next one that I'm reviewing. This bench also looks very dated, and the paint is also worn off, but it is in a much better condition than the previous one. The previous one, for some reason, looks very outdated. Found another bench, and this bench is a lot good on one side and a lot bad on the other side. This side has some paints and even bolts. Look at that, even bolts come off. I don't know why that is, but on the other hand, look at those bolts, nice fine black bolts, and even the paint looks so good. Let me just bring down the exposure a bit. Look at that. But the funny thing is the black paint on this side is worn off, and then that side it looks a bit good. This bench is so weird. This bench is very ordinary, but I did see some trash besides it, and that dropped some points. And the paint is so worn off and it looks so bad. I'm sorry about the colors. It is getting a little dark outside. The benches in this park are really good. Although they are not fully maintained, nonetheless, they are really good. So I will give them 4 out of 5.